crust of bread and size. You can't help yourself, but don't take too much. My mom may have.
Wonderful. That's amazing.
You know,
oh my God.
That's a Billie Holiday song.
That's great though. I love that.
love
Oh
her.
my God, you're so good. And I could feel that you were feeling, you felt the song. You felt it.
Yeah.
So the way you sang it was strong, powerful. You took control of it. So I think that explained to everybody how she's feeling these days. Things are in a positive direction and going well for Miss Sherry Page. Now, I just want to say that for people out there dealing with mental illness,
yes,
where would you suggest they go? What would be the first thing you think they should do once they recognize they have a problem?
They've got to first get an opinion, and then they can get proactive for themselves and do research. I've been through since my 30th birthday. It's been about 5 years, but I'm telling you, Stephanie, I have been through years in hospitals because I never wanted to take some of their medications, their antipsychotics, because in truth, for mental illness people, it's like a lobotomy and a pill. Like, I didn't want to play guitar, sing, draw, write, nothing, except watch TV. And I didn't even feel too bad about it. So, but something was missing. So I took control. I read, I found out what I needed, and through all these years I've learned my medications. I'm bipolar schizoaffective, but I found out through CAMH. Okay,
a great
that
place.
they did finally I had seizures every time I lost it, and I'd say for 20 years I think they're like connected, but nobody would do anything until CAMH. And then I found out that I had temporal lobe epilepsy. And then I did research on it. And then I thought, oh, geez. And then I thought, ignore it, just be, take the medication for it and be. And that's what I do. And a lot of my medications, I don't even notice I'm on them. I don't have the lag and the side effects. But I do have to say that I have lost more friends to suicide and violent death through mental illness than through drug addiction or anything else. And it is a sad thing because we go into the hospitals, we make friends, when we get out we separate. Okay, to me it was a part 2 in my life. Firstly, though, when they told me I was manic depressive, I thought, nah, it's too good to be true that I haven't remembered. It's my childhood, it's like they're all wrong, But anyways.
But we always think the doctors are wrong. We always think the doctors are wrong. It's like, no, that's not it. And they're like, yeah, that's it. And you're like, no, it's not it. I feel this way. And
fight. Like, I fought them for a long time. And that was what got me. I mean, I've been taken in by, the police, not because of violence, but just because I couldn't look after myself properly. And they give you a choice. They say, do you want to walk in or do you want to go in cuffs? If we go in cuffs, we get right in. If we walk in, then God knows how long we're going to sit there, and you won't be able to have a cigarette because we don't smoke, but you'll have your cigarette the fastest if we put you in cuffs. And I thought, okay, that sounds pretty good, and make the best of it.
Well, today I have been really watching the mental illness thing, and being in the gay community, we have a lot of it. I mean, which my community doesn't really address the issue because it's masked by so many different other things.
Right.
The celebrity, the shows, the dance, the party, they call it. They call it the party. and just because you're acting strange, they don't realize that it's just not just mental illness. It's drugs. It's a whole lot of other different things. And mainly within many communities, we tend to hide these things or cover these things up. But now I noticed in the last few years, people are bringing more attention to mental illness and what people are actually going through. And it's great that Sherry is sharing her story with us. And like I said, thank you guys so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel. Now, we have Sherry Page here today talking about mental illness and what she has gone through. We didn't want to get into the heavy part of it because the video would be like 15 hours long. But we wanted you guys to understand that she is a survivor. She is a survivor of mental illness and what she's going through right now. And she's going through it in a positive and she has a clear focus of what is happening with her. And sometimes we have to get a grip on our lives and understand, seek help and understand what you're going through and understand that we all need somebody to help us. And you have to ask for help if you have a problem. Don't just sit at home or hide and act shy. You have a problem, you ask for help. If you're homeless, you ask for help. If you're anything, you're a drug addict, you're addicted to anything, ask for help, people.
And there's so much of it.
There is so much. We are so lucky. Even in Canada, we are really lucky. We have so many resources to help us with everything. So you guys, there's no excuse for you not to get the help that you need. And Sherry Page is an example of that. She is getting a lot of the help that she needs from a lot of great places like
Sound Times, like Council Fire, like Fordio, you know. These
are resources. These are
resources.
CAMH, Fordio, the Gershwin Center.
20 Dundas Street, East, and the Gerstein Center, as you say.
There's never any rejection in any of these places. You can go there anytime that they are open and take part of their services.
I have to mention the organization that pretty much saved my life, and that's Breakaway. It's actually a methadone clinic, and when I was younger, I needed to go on it. I'm actually off it now, but I still am connected with them. Right, with the therapist I have there, I've been connected with her for years, and you know, getting off it was my goal. You know, the thing I got to tell you is that when I was young, I was sort of forced to go to AA. And I went to AA and I learned a lot of their stuff. And I grew up in AA. And you know, it was an actual good thing. But I didn't want to live on the extreme. So I went to a therapist. I got help. Said, look, am I one way or another? I want to do therapy for a year and then maybe I'll try to have, you know, normality. I tried it. I tried, you know, one thing, another, and Breakaway.
It's hard.
I found another stepping stone because there's many paths to the garden. If AA doesn't work, there's something else. You know, keep on looking. Never give up, you know, just never.
Great advice. Never give up. That's something that I've learned the hard way. Never give up. Like I said, is if you guys need help or if you need an outreach place to find, check out CAMH, Sound Times, the Gershwin Center, and of course the place that saved your life,
Breakaway.
I'm Stephanie Stevens, and I want to just say thank you to Sherry Page for being on my show today. Hopefully we enlighten you a little bit about what a lot of people in Toronto and around the world are going through. And my job as a host or just as a person that's concerned about our communities is to share people's stories that can help us all. And so I just want to say I met Sherry last summer on the patio and we hit it off and we've been singing and playing the guitar and laughing, and you know I can't really sing. I sing off key all the time. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Stephanie Stevens Show. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Larry. You're a good man. Give me